even for experienced surgeons, we need landmark when we are doing surgery, whatever surgery. I did refractive surgery when I was younger. It's exactly the same. And that's my disclosure statement. And sometimes I found this cartoon for you, my friends. You can be lost in the desert or elsewhere. And when you are dissecting your different planes during your surgery, again, even though you have a strong experience, you can be lost. So you need some flags, you need landmarks which cannot be contested. You need to be sure where you are. And for glaucoma surgery, whatever the surgery, it could be deep sclerectomy, it could be trabeculectomy, viscocanalostomy, your best friend is the scleral spur. And let's see a video of a video running well, I would say. So personally, I've been taught by my Swiss friends and colleagues, André Mermoux, Gordana, Tarek, and that's the dissection of the first flap. You know that I'm doing the surgery most often under topical surgery with a xylocaine injection. And you have to find the good planes of dissection. And when you are in the good plans, it's okay. It's when your GPS is working, you know, you go directly to the right address. And here, the main landmark is this white. You know, this white is very special. It's the white of the scleral spur. It's like the white in a pearl. It's different from the other white of the sclera because you have no pigment inside. That's the dissection of the second flap, which is for beginners difficult, but here you can see the difference in the color. When you see this gray color, you can be sure to be deep. On here, you can see this bright white. I guess you can see it, pardon me, here. It's very obvious. And this is the scleral spur. So like that, you can go anteriorly. It's exactly the same planes that corneal surgeons are using for the new surgery, like the AEK, the MEK. And here, the last landmark is the removal of this small layer, 15, 20 microns with special forceps, Dumont number 5, which is the trabeculum, the cribriform trabeculum or juxtacanalicular meshwork, which offers 80% resistant to aqueous outflow. And like André taught me, you need to perform a large window. But of course, we are showing the best case like plasticians, but unfortunately, it's not always like that. This is another video. I'm doing the surgery. It's not a resident. And this day, I don't know why, patient difficult. I was not in good shape. I have some difficulties to know really where I am. And I'm a bit anxious about this. You can see here, I see a radial vessel. You can see the red of the radial vessel. It's a high magnification, so of course it's very moving. And here, what I thought it was the beginning of the cornea, but actually not at all. It's the ciliary body, as you can see here. So I have opened the sclera. I'm within the uvea. It's a very bad situation. And in this case, I try to find where is my good friend, and my good friend, again, is the scleral spur. And you have to imagine the scleral spur as a sort of ring, you know. In the past, I did also some keratoplasties, and we were using steel rings around the eye to maintain the shape. It's exactly here. Unfortunately, I was able to find the scleral spur here, and now I could clearly see here the juxtacanalicular meshwork. You can really see it here. I hope you are seeing, generally speaking, Zoom is pretty good for videos. And with a special forceps, I was using the ruby knife, which was taught to me by André Mermoux as well, to have a smooth dissection, very anterior, because if you have to do further goniopuncture, it's much easier without incarceration of the iris. And you can see the percolation of aqueous humor through the cornea. You can see here the vessel very clearly. You can see the effraction within the uvea, but which is not damageful to the patient. Here, unfortunately, I have damaged partly the scleral spur, and at the end, I'm removing the juxtacanalicular meshwork, which is really the success of deep sclerectomy. Otherwise, it does not work. So that was 2 short videos to tell you that when you are doing surgery, you need to be in the good plan, it's true, but again, if you want to know, it's like on the road, sometimes your GPS is going wrong and you don't know where you are. So only the scleral spur can tell you what you are. And it's exactly the, I have added two slides just to end my presentation. You need to consider the anatomy of the angle from inside. We are used to that when we are performing gonioscopy. And to see exactly where you are, because some angles are difficult, you have to rely on this small white band, which is a special bright white, which is a scleral spur. You can see here this pigmentary angle. Here you have precisely the scleral spur. It's from inside, but you have to consider the same anatomy outside. And here I have chosen a patient with an embryon toxon. You remember that the embryon toxon is an exaggeration of the Schwalb's line. So it's the anterior limit of the trabeculum, which is approximately here in the scheme, here in on a live eye. And here you have the white, pardon me, the repetition, but this bright white is very useful because, again, you know where you are. In front of the scleral spur, you have the trabeculum, and in this case, the juxtacanalicular meshwork you have to remove. Here the trabeculum, and here the Schwalbe line. So to conclude, if you want to operate properly, you need to know the anatomy, the 3D anatomy, and also your good friends, and like that you can rescue a surgery which was really at the beginning really bad. Thank you for your attention.